The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship!
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels!
You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year vet who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the... heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
His Canadian bias. Crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Hitman has him in his grasp. The belly.
Hitman laying it into Shawn. Wants to always keep Shawn close, keep him grounded. That's pivotal for the champ tonight. He wants this fight on the outside. Headlock. Oh, and a cheap shot right above the eye.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Oh, the ref getting in the middle of it. And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever. Taking flight.
A diving five-knuckle shuffle. This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you want that title.
Barely even giving the referee time to count before kicking out.
Sent right into the corner.
Mudhole stomping.
With the title on the line, the champ isn't holding anything back. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Clinging on in desperation and holding on just about.
He gets into the ring.
Kick to the gut.
Oh, what the pin for the championship. And he easily kicks out of the count.
Still in it.
The excellence of execution signaling to the WWE Universe now.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Michaels doing what he can to keep his pace in this matchup. Had Michaels scouted there. What a display of strength here. And with that, the champ just showed everyone who won the top.
All the way to the outside.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
Counters to gain the advantage. And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit. Now's the time to beat the count. Body shot.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Shoving him into the corner now.
Oh, uncorked a big punch.
Bulldog. This is how Bret wanted it. A public assault of Michaels in front of the Canadian people.
Hoisted up high here.
Long fall and even harder impact.
There's absolutely no regard for your opponent's safety when you toss them to the outside like that.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex. Backbreaker. The momentum is squarely on Hitman's side now.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
One strong attack after another.
Some showboating from Shawn here. We can see a count out here from the top. Axe handle connects.
This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match.
Looking to end this.
The schoolboy!
Oh, my God.
Hart wasting no motion on the counter. Ooh. And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series. Oh! He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Chop! And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is. Another reversal, eye for an eye here. Oh, a declarative, decisive shot. Oh, in my book, that is some creative offense there.
Denying the attack from Michaels. Sent into the corner. Turns things around with a big boot. What an uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
And he's going to the top.
From the top.
HBK from the top with the elbow.
HBK has to be thinking about ending Bret's night after that move.
Let's go night. Swing chin music.
Championship on the line. This could be it.
Makes the cover. Breaks the count.
Kicking out of that one with everything he's got.
Strong punch to the midsection.
Vulnerable situation for him. Wow, what impact.
Drops the elbow down hard.
Looking to tip the legs out.
Elbow lands hard.
Ooh. Continuing to work on the leg. Figure 4. Leg lock. And look at how tight a grip this hold has.
The pay.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Here it comes. Sit out, pile driver.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
Makes a cover. The reign continues. The champ kicks out.
And this is what it means to be a champion. Any other mere mortal, that would have been the end of the line.
Frustration setting in for the showstopper. Can Michaels tap into that old magic one more time?
This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn nor Bret look like they're going to relent to the other. This has been more about punishing each other than winning the title. Propping him up in the corner. Able to turn that around with laces to the face.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Stiff elbow will break that up. Blow to the abdomen gets them out of that.
How much more abuse? Can they take? Shawn and Bret are each looking to take their pound of flesh from each other.
And Michaels now looking to put Bret Hardaway, step through, could be sharpshooter time.
This would be humiliating.
Sharpshooter's in. Wait, what the? Oh, wait a minute.
Here is your
the
winner,
call for the bell. Was Bret tapping out?
I think Shawn Michaels is the WWE champion.
That Bret tapped out.
Well, Shawn has the gold. He must have tapped out.
What is going on?
There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like the kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
Pow! Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out. Not a good spot to be in. Right to the shoulder. Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret's slow, methodical, with a technical approach versus Shawn's fast, explosive offense.
We also know that neither of them is above doing whatever it takes to get the advantage. We could go back and forth about which style's better, but it all boils down to simply who wants it more.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
And the challenger finding themselves out of the ring and in trouble.
Holy, meet the barricade. Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game. Shawn Michaels trying to fire himself up. Stopping all that nonsense right now.
Oh, right to the gut. Oh, chin-breaking uppercut. Dropping the elbow.
Doing lots of damage with an isolated attack on the challenger's leg.
And stomping away in the corner.
Just ruthless.
And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is. Oh, directly to the knee.
Disheartening position for HBK.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
Hitman never saw that coming. Boom!
Hart avoids the offense.
Brutality. Hard for the champ to have any answers when endless strikes are being rained down on you.
Retaliation from the Hitman. And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Now really focusing in on attacking that leg.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
Figure 4. Leg lock. Wrenching in the submission.
Needs to find a way out. Reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold. Michaels has his opponent hooked. Teardrop suplex.
HBK has to be thinking about ending Bret's night after that move.
Cover to be crowned champion. He breaks the pin before a 1 count.
The referee.
Pile driver on its way.
Sit out, pile driver.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Going for the pin. Title on the line. He's able to beat a 2 count.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Oh! What a lariat! Side Russian leg sweep. Putting some serious wear and tear on that leg.
Weakening the leg with another shot.
And Bret on the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
And now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Uppercut right on target.
from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
Finds the advantage. The Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharpshooter applied.
A lot of pressure being applied to the spine here.
Focusing on...
Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.